family, good morning or good afternoon, wherever you are. There is something I have learned over the years in business, and I think sometimes we make it more complicated than it needs to be. When you decide to start a business, normally there's something that you want to create. You have an idea, you have a dream, you have a certain way you want things to be done. And sometimes, somewhere along the journey, we forget something very, very important. The dream started with you. Your business, in many ways, is a reflection of who you are, what you believe in, what you want to achieve, and even what you are prepared or not prepared to compromise. So I can use Belle Afrique as an example. Over the years, I have many people telling me what they think Belle Afrique should become. You should do this. You should add that. You should employ more people. You should expand this way. You should change this. You should offer that. So, and sometimes those suggestions are useful. I do three things. I listen, I learn, I observe. Three things. But eventually I have to come back to one very important question. What do I want Belle Afrique to become? Because I am the one who had to live with the decision. I am the one who has to make the business work. And I'm also the one who has to accept the consequences when a decision doesn't work. That is what ownership really means to me. It is not simply, this is my business. No. Ownership also means accepting responsibility for the choices you make about that business. And I think this is where we sometimes become frustrated with the people around us. You start a business, you did. You have a husband or a wife, you have children, you have brothers, sisters, friends, or other people around you. And because this business is so important to you, you can sometimes begin to expect that it should be equally important to them. You start thinking, why are they not helping me? Why can't they see what needs to be done? Why am I the one doing everything? But I had to understand something very crucial. My dream does not automatically become something else's responsibility simply because they love me. They can support me, they can encourage me, they can help me, and I can be extremely, extremely grateful when they do. But there is a difference between support and responsibility. If Belle Afrique is my vision, then the primary responsibility for making that vision happen belongs to me. And I think education gives us a very simple example. When you decide to go to school, who are you studying for? Who? You. Your parents may pay your school fees. Agree? Your husband or wife may support you. Your children may make sacrifice because you are studying. Your family may encourage you. But eventually, when the examination paper is placed in front of you, you are the one who has to write it. So nobody can study on your behalf. Nobody can write that examination for you. And nobody can want that qualification more than you want it yourself. So later, of course, that education may benefit many people. You may get a better job, you may support your family, you may employ people, you may educate your children, you may contribute to your community. So yes, the benefits expanded. But the journey started because you decided that you want something for yourself. Business is absolutely very similar. Belle Afrique benefits more than me today. Clients receive services, people earn an income, suppliers do business with us, other people may learn from what I have built, and hopefully what I am building with will continue benefiting people beyond me. But that does not change where the responsibility started. It started with me. Now there's another side to this. When you employ somebody and you want and you pay that person to perform a particular responsibility, then yes, you should expect accountability. If we have agreed that this is your job, those are your responsibility, and this is what you have been paid to do, then I can accept you to do it, you know. But this is very different from expecting people around me to carry my dreams simply because they are part of my life. And understanding that difference can remove a lot of frustration. It also gives you freedom, because once you accept that responsibility is yours, you stop waiting for everybody else to understand your vision before you move. You do not need everybody to agree. You do not need everybody to be excited. You do not need everybody to see what you see. You listen to the advice, you learn, you make adjustment when necessary, but eventually you decide. So, and then you take responsibility for that decision. That is also why I don't believe every business has to look the same. Absolutely not. Maybe somebody wants 10 branches. Maybe you don't. Maybe somebody wants 50 employees. Maybe you want a small team. Maybe somebody wants volume and 100 of clients. Maybe you want fewer clients and a different level of service. Maybe somebody wants to build something that can operate completely without them. Maybe you want to remain personally involved. There's nothing automatically right or wrong about any of those choices. The important question is, do you understand the business you are choosing to build? Very crucial question, because every choice has consequences. If you choose a very higher standard, there's a cost attached to maintaining that standard. If you choose independence, there's a responsibility attached to that independence. If you choose to remain personally involved in your business, there's a limitation that comes with that choice. And if you decide not to follow what everybody else is doing, you also have to accept that sometimes your journey will take a different turn. So that is responsibility. You cannot always want the freedom to make your own decision and then give somebody else responsibility for the consequences. And this is something I continue to learn with Belle Afrique. Belle Afrique doesn't have to become somebody else's idea of what a wellness business should be. It has to become what I believe it should be, while still listening to market, understanding numbers, learning, adapting, and making responsible decisions. Because having a vision doesn't mean being stubborn. It means knowing what you are, making the choice you are making. So yes, accept help, appreciate support, listen to advice, employ people when you need help, and hold them accountable for the responsibility you have agreed upon. But never sit and wait for the people around you to carry you a dream that started inside you. Never look for approval. Your vision gives you the freedom to choose, but that freedom also gives you the responsibility to make it happen. So here is my challenge for you today. Look at the business you are building, or even the dream you are still trying to build, and ask yourself, is this really what I want? Or am I slowly building what other people expect me to build? And if it is really my dream. So have you taken full responsibility for making it happen, or making other people carrying it for you? Think about it. The business, it is your responsibility. So very, very important. You have to own it. You have to be in a position where you have to live with the consequences of your business. So don't play that ping pong. We should not be playing. We should not be playing that game where, oh, because she told me, oh, she did not help me, she did not. No. You take ownership, you take responsibility. And also, it's very important to sign agreement with people, family, friends, sister, and we don't encourage that because it creates distances, because it needs accountability, and most of the time it's difficult to make your friends, your parents, your sister accountable, because there's this friction which happen. So this is going to be for another day, but today what I'm trying to say is, own your business and take responsibility. Don't jump it up to, oh, it did not help me, or it did not come and pick me. No, no, no. You have to make your business independently of anybody else so it can survive even in very difficult time. So this is Lee, the mind behind Belle Afrique. So I hope you grabbed a tip, and see you next time. Thank you so much.